tell them to tune in to Revelation TV. And this morning I have another special guest, our dear lady here. And we're going to talk about something concerning all of us and very special. We had an opportunity to talk to Dr. EJ Nirongo, and now we have another opportunity to talk to someone on mental health. I have a lovely lady in the studio here with me. Good morning, madam.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm okay, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Okay, how is family?
The family is just okay.
Okay.
How are you doing about you?
We are doing well, thank you. Now, this morning we're looking at mental health. You have done training in this area and you've seen what is happening. There's a lot of suicide cases in Zambia. Young people, I watched a video the other day on Facebook. A child who is about 5 years, old, attempting to commit suicide. And fortunately, by God's grace, the mother or grandmother and an uncle were around and they were able to retrieve that rope that the little boy wanted to use to take his own life. What seems to be a problem in our nation? Suddenly, over a month or about a month, thereabout, people are finding it easy to take their lives rather than face the situation head on.
All right, thank you so much. So issues to do with mental health illnesses have always been there.
Okay.
It's only that as a nation, we weren't there to start addressing them.
Okay.
So this is when we've now seen that, no, it's actually a problem, but they've always been there.
Okay.
Yeah, so many people are struggling with depression.
Okay.
They're struggling with post-traumatic stress disorder.
Okay, now you have to hold on there.
Yeah.
If I'm a lay person and you start using all those, I know they are the proper terminology and you'll have to use them. So can you break them down? People are suffering from depression. What is depression?
Depression, this is a persistent, mood swings where someone is persistent, like sadness.
Okay.
So to say, where you feel you don't have happiness within you.
You feel rejected.
With depression, I can't say it has, a specific definition, so to say.
Great.
It depends with one person, the way they take it. Yeah. So I wouldn't say this is depression, but with people mostly, you find you lose interest in activities, you always find yourself sad. Like that sadness, it persists maybe for, 3 weeks going up, it doesn't stop. And then you feel so irritable. The things that you used to do, you no longer do them. And then you even lose hope. You become hopeless. Yeah, you don't think you're going anywhere. No wonder some people, they even develop suicidal thoughts.
Okay.
Yes.
And so I've liked the way you've explained this. Depression. You can't really give it a definite definition.
Yes.
It's wide. It's broad in its aspect. So, why do you think people are depressed?
There are a number of things which are causing people to be depressed. Like I said, post-traumatic stress disorder.
Okay, post-traumatic
disorder.
Stress disorder.
Yes.
And that, what does it mean? For the sake of somebody watching.
Yeah. So these are past experiences.
Past experiences.
Yes. So if, let's say, someone, when they were growing up, they faced some form of child abuse, sexual assault. It could be even like from the family
rejection,
where they grew up from. Yes,
okay.
Child neglect. So those things, they have an impact on someone.
They haunt the person.
Yes, if they don't receive therapy at that particular time, if they don't open up, they'll create that trauma within someone. So as they are growing up, someone will be growing with that trauma. And then when in adult stage, it will now come back as an unfinished business. That's the post-traumatic stress disorder. As a result, that is very, it's very bad because it makes someone to be more depressed and it puts them at high risk of getting suicidal.
So how can we deal with post-traumatic stress disorder now that the person is an adult and these things are haunting him? How does society come in? How do you people, professionals now, come in to help such a person?
Okay, what we give is therapy. Yeah, so we encourage people out there to open up, to visit the hospitals, even some therapy centers where they can find help. So when they come for therapy, we usually ask them psychological assessment questions. So these psychological assessment questions, they guide to us. You know, when we ask someone, what led you to this? Because you may find that you are having 5 people, they all have post-traumatic stress disorder, but what led them to having that is different. Even the signs that they'll show, they'll be different. So we'll ask them these questions, then these questions, they'll be a guide to the type of treatment that we are going to provide. Yeah. So when it comes to therapy, we use different therapy skills, we use different theories. Yeah, so we also use cognitive behavioral therapy, which targets the mind.
Okay.
You know, we are trying to see what is it that happened to the mind that led to this person to start thinking in this way. Yeah, and then when we do that, we'll also bring in behavioral change therapy so that we can try to change some behaviors that this person is portraying.
But I guess that is not a small business.
Yes, it is not a small business.
Somebody is addicted to alcohol, and for this matter, to jiri, this very strong, alcohol, in small little packs or bottles. It's not easy. How do you handle that?
Yeah, that's very true. So what I always do when it comes to my clients, I always tell them that hope has no limits.
Say that again.
Hope has no limits.
Great.
Just the same as there is a mountain. A mountain is very big. Then they tell you that, okay, start removing the stones one by one from that mountain.
That's quite
That's
simple.
very hard.
Yeah.
So if you try to remove everything at a go, you find that you lose energy, you feel so drained, and you give up.
Yeah.
But when you try to move stones one by one, little by little, everything will become very easy, and you'll be able to achieve it. So same applies to therapy. People are depressed, people have different illnesses, but when they come to therapy, we don't take their problems at a go. No, we'll try to remove their problems little by little. We'll ask them, what triggered you? Okay, this is what triggered you. Okay, let's first work on your emotions first. Because when someone's emotions, they're very good, it's very easy for someone to control that urge of killing themselves, even before we take that problem that they're having. So healing is a process.
It's a process.
No wonder we give them a period, 3 months going up.
Okay.
Depending with the growth that will formulate.
Okay. And so it's not that easy for people or one who's undergoing through those challenges, like post-traumatic stress, issues. It's not very easy to handle, such people. We're talking about there are people who are deep into these issues, and to use a layman's language, people have tried to help this person for years, and the person has just become adamant they can't change.
Yeah.
There are people who have difficulties with anger, vukari, that excessive anger, drunkenness, issues with sexuality, issues with, rejection. How do you really help such people to reverse that disorder?
All right. So the first thing that we do is that before we even start giving them deep therapy, we start first teaching them self-awareness.
Self-awareness.
Yes. Because many people, when they're depressed, when someone has been
you may not
addicted,
even be aware of it yourself that you are depressed. Is that what you are saying? Or rather, my question, are there people who are depressed and they really don't know that they're depressed?
For others, they don't know, but when we ask those psychological assessments, that's when we can be able to tell.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So what we do is that we teach them about self-awareness. When someone has been living with a disorder for a long period of time, they no longer know who they really are. Yeah. So in trying to bring them back to reality, we teach them self-awareness. So self-awareness is a skill. It's a process, so to say. Yeah. So we teach them who they are, so that they know about their emotions, they know about their feelings, so that even as we begin therapy, it will be very easy for someone to know what they are doing and why they are doing it at that particular time. Then we also teach them mindfulness. You know, someone needs to know the connection between the mind and the body. Yeah. So many people who are depressed or those with other illnesses, you know, they fail to connect their mind and the body. No wonder they find themselves lost. So we'll try to bring them back so that they can stay close to their mind and their body, staying in the moment, not going to the past or not going to the future, but at that particular moment. For example, if the urge of killing themselves comes, if someone has this mindfulness skill within themselves, they'll know to say, okay, if I'm feeling like this, I'm not to think about what led me to do this, because it can make me attempt.
Yes.
And I don't have to think about my future, because if I think beyond, I'm going to kill myself. Now, what should I do? Okay, there's this mindfulness skill. Let me try to use the breathing technique, because in mindfulness we use different skills. The breathing technique. Someone will try to breathe in and out just to cool themselves. Then we also use some anchors. You know, like there are some smells, some taste, sense of taste. Remember those 5 senses? Yes. So those ones, we use them in therapy. They can try to bring someone to the moment. Then we also use some objects where someone can be able to channel, you know, this thought comes, a bad thought, okay. Let's say maybe in a case someone is addicted to abusing drugs. So if that urge comes, then they'll be able to redirect to an object that they're seeing. For example, this is a chair. The urge comes, this is a chair. I'll be like, oh, what's this shape? Oh, this was designed like this, you know, it's like this. So the mind is already channeled. And
the energy to doing bad is redirected to doing something good.
Yes. So it's a skill. So we start first with these two, then that's when we can try to focus much on the cognitive part. Because when it comes to psychology...
by the cognitive part we mean?
The mind.
Yes.
Yeah. Because when it comes to psychology, there are 3 things that makes up psychology of someone. There's the mind, the feelings, and the behavior. So anything that affects the mind, it will affect the behavior. So it all comes from the feelings of someone. If I'm feeling hate, if I'm feeling sad, if the urge comes, it will be connected to my mind. Then the mind will connect to the behavior. Then people see me crying, or people see me taking alcohol. Yeah. So if we're trying to control the mind, we need first to start with the feelings of someone. No wonder I said assertiveness, self-awareness, and mindfulness, where someone knows how to control this using these as skills. Yeah. So when the feelings are controlled, then we'll target the mind of someone. Then through targeting the mind, you know, like the cognitive behavior therapy. So this therapy, it will help us to know, okay, what led to this person doing these things. Yeah. So when we try to reduce all those things, we try to analyze them nicely. That's when now we can come to the behavioral change. Yeah. So it's a process. Then behavioral change therapy, there are also some skills that we use in there, so that by the time we're reaching this behavioral change therapy, it will be very easy for someone, you know, to be able to adapt to the change. Yeah. And then we always tell people, change doesn't take a day. It's a process.
It's a process.
Yeah. So they just have to stay committed and to be self-disciplined.
Now, there's that societal judgmental issue whereby, you know, people just say, no, this person is useless, so to say. This person can never be good, can never change. I believe for this therapy to work effectively, there is need for societal support, family support, friends. But you find that the person has tried to speak to family, to friends, and because of economical challenges that each person may have, you know, depending, there is little care for this person who needs serious help. So how can a person now really come out of it? For example, somebody has need to pay rentals, and he has reached out to his family, to friends, and nobody seems to care. How can a person come out of that and avoid serious depression and avoid committing suicide, for example? Because these are the things that seems to be, you know, happening in society.
Yeah, that's very true. So on that one, no wonder we're carrying out this mental health campaign.
Right.
So we want to raise more awareness.
More awareness.
Yes, we want to mobilize the communities. We want to mobilize
So
families.
where have you been all along? Have you been around, you people who are specialists dealing with mental health, because this is now a critical point. We are at a very critical point where these things are happening, and to reverse them, do we still have hope?
There is more hope. Like
Okay.
I said, hope has no limits.
No limits.
So in as much as, there is a delayment,
Mhm.
because, mental health advocates, they've
Mhm.
always been there. It's only that they are not given that platform to reach
Okay.
out to a number of people.
Mhm.
So like for me, I've been advocating for this since 2019 on my Facebook page.
Oh, right.
Yes, and that's
And what's your Facebook account? Because somebody is watching and they may want to reach out to you for help.
Heart and Soul Transformational Therapy Center.
Heart and Soul
Transformational Therapy Center. Because I believe in helping hearts, I
Okay.
believe in souls, transforming them.
Okay.
Yeah. So the center comes in because this month I want to open up my own therapy center.
Okay.
Yes. So back to the question which you
So the
asked.
one you have is for an organization.
There is an organization which I'm partnering with, a Health Choice Network. So
Okay.
they've been the ones providing mentorship because
Okay.
I wrote a proposal. So when they read it,
Right.
they were really lifted.
Impressed.
Yes,
Yeah.
impressed. Yeah, so they said, no, we're going to help you till this vision that you're having, becomes big, so that you help everyone out there and that you become a role model.
Okay.
Because if at my age I can be able to advocate about mental health illnesses and other issues which are affecting people, many people will be more encouraged,
Mhm.
even those who are depressed.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Then to the question that you asked about the society, more awareness is needed. We need to
Mhm.
have an interaction with families, the
Mhm.
communities, the youths, so that we tell them that when someone is feeling this way, they
Mhm.
need to be there for these people.
Mhm.
They need to show support, parents.
Yeah, because there are times when you feel so depressed and you feel rejected, you have issues, and friends run away from you, family not concerned, society not concerned, and then you isolate yourself. In psychology, you know what that means. There's
Yeah.
self-isolation, and you just want to be alone. And I think that's the most critical and dangerous moment when people now make decisions to even take their own lives. And people may not know, they just get shocked. Ali Ipaya.
Yeah, that's very true. So what causes people to start isolating themselves is because they don't feel heard. If I open up, I'll be stigmatized.
Mhm.
More especially the issue of suicide.
Mm.
If I decide to open up to my parents or my friend,
Mm.
they'll say maybe I'm going mad.
Mm.
They won't try to understand me. Some they'll even say, no, you are wasting time. Get this money, go and buy doom. What are you waiting for?
Kaipa Efe, just go kill
Exactly.
yourself. Who cares?
Yes. Yeah. So no wonder.
That's like adding salt on the wound.
Exactly. So no wonder people, they don't open up.
Mm.
But if we can create a friendly environment
Mm.
in a home, a friendly environment
With
at
the
the
love
hospital.
of Christ, the love of
Exactly.
God.
Yes, putting God first,
Mm.
showing them that love.
Mm.
Because I believe it's not everyone who've got these skills of a psychologist, but
Mhm.
when they take it biblically,
Mhm.
that love,
Mm.
agape love,
Mhm.
being able to show
Unconditional
someone
love.
Yes, being able to show someone love when they open up, not judging them like
Mm.
Jesus said.
Mm.
So it's going to help them so that they should start opening up. Then
Right.
if there is someone out there who is depressed,
Mm.
maybe you stay at an environment where you will not feel heard. There are some places where you can visit. We've got at government hospitals, there are some departments like the counseling department.
Mhm.
We also have the
You can
youth
go to
friendly spaces.
UTH, Levi Manawasa, Chainama
to youth friendly
Hospital.
spaces. Then if they also want to come to me, they can come because I also give online therapy, even if I haven't yet opened up the center.
Yes,
But
you
also give
online.
some online therapy. So they can also reach out to me so that we try
Any
to
contacts?
help them out. They can reach me on 0964
Mhm.
94
Mhm.
1590. 0964
Mhm.
94 1590. So I'll be there to helping
Mm.
them out than them giving up.
Amen. Thank you so much. Lovely lady there. She's a specialist, a therapist, in psychosocial counseling and mental health therapist. So you can get in touch, and this has been so wonderful. But we're now getting into time for news. Don't go away. Immediately after news, I'll be back. It was a pleasure having you here.
Pleasure is on mine. Thank you.
God bless.